Chava, and I'm the founder of a new environmental education nonprofit, Sustainable Schoolie Adventure. And we'll talk more about that later, but what I'm really here to talk about tonight is trash. Yep, trash. Us humans make a whole lot of trash. 4.5 pounds a day on average for each person. And in the US, we produce enough trash to fill 63,000 garbage trucks every day. Unfortunately, not all that trash makes it to its intended destination, which usually is the landfill, and it ends up on our streets and in our oceans. And even when it does end up in the landfill, well, that's not actually that great either. So let's talk about what things end up in our landfills. So first, according to the EPA, about 75% of our waste stream is actually recyclable. But in the US, we only recycle 30% of that. So a lot of that ends up here, on the ground, in our oceans, and in landfills. Another 20% of our waste stream is actually compostable. And most of that usually ends up in landfills, hopefully not here in Boulder since we have compost pickup. So we're going to just talk about landfills for a second and how they work and what they really do. So a landfill basically is a big area of land, a hole, that they fill with layer after layer of garbage. And they compact it down, and that doesn't allow any oxygen to come in. So you see this lovely compost circle here. You might think that throwing your compostables in the landfill is okay because they're going to compost. That's not true. I'm here to tell you that is a myth. Your compostables do no good if they are not being properly composted. They need the right circumstances in order for that to really work. So because all of this happens, we also get all of this methane and CO2 and water getting contaminated and going into the groundwater. So now that you know that all this stuff about waste, you're probably wondering, what is Jewish about this? So I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things the Torah has to say about not wasting. So we have this idea called Tachchit, which is either a prohibition on waste or it's a prohibition on wanton destruction. There's a little bit of a discussion on that. Oh geez, I'm going too slow. Okay. So this prohibition in the Mishnah Torah, it says, doesn't apply to trees alone like it originally says in Deuteronomy. Rather, anyone who breaks a utensil, tears a garment, destroys a building, or stops a spring, and ruins food is also transgressing this. So there's a lot of things in Judaism. I'm happy to talk to you at any point about why Judaism is an earth-based religion, like I said earlier, and what it has to say about that. But now we're going to look in my bag and see a few things that you can do to reduce your waste on a daily basis. So first, I've got my candy reusable bag from the Hazon Food Conference. And the one thing I always carry with me is my reusable water bottle. I see so many people with these plastic water bottles, the disposable ones, and not only are you throwing this plastic away, but also it's leaching chemicals into your water. Stop buying them, buy one reusable bottle. Okay, now we have a handkerchief, really handy for lots of things. I just spilled drink on myself earlier and I was able to wipe it off. I'm not a coffee drinker, but if you are, bring a reusable coffee mug with you. These places will give you a discount for bringing your own mug. Okay. Reusable produce bags, so you're not using plastic. Reusable straws. Even the JCC was giving out these lovely things with reusable straws. Okay. So there's lots of things that you can do, and I just wanted to mention my organization really quick. We're building a sustainable living classroom out of a school bus. So we bought this school bus from Weld County School District, And we gutted out all the seats, so you can see from it was a normal school bus to completely empty. And we were able to, thank God, so far, not throw anything away. Everything that was taken out was either recycled, rehomed, or saved for us to reuse in the building back up of this classroom. So this project is going on right now, right here in Colorado. If you would like to get involved in Sustainable Schoolie Adventure, help us build the bus, or anything at all, please talk to me. You can find us online, sustainableschoolieadventure.com, or on Facebook and Instagram. So please think about your choices when you are buying disposables and creating your waste.